Hi guys, I'm Melissa and welcome back to my channel. So last week I tried out meal prepping for my lunches and honestly I was really happy with how it turned out. I ate all of them and it did really feel a lot more convenient just to have something healthy, already made, already portioned out, and just to, have to warm it up and it's ready to go. So I thought I would film it this week. I know a lot of people, when they do meal prepping, they do different meals for every day of the week, but honestly, I'm a creature of habit and I don't mind having the same thing if I like how it tastes every day. So I'm just making a big batch of this quinoa edamame veggie bowl that I've been making, and I try to make it as high protein as possible. I'm vegan. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And so yeah, this is a high protein quinoa bowl that is really yummy, and I'm gonna put them into these glass containers. I've got 4 of this 2-cup size and also one bigger one because some days Alex will stay home and work from his computer, and so this is enough for 2 people. And also you can add on top of it. So, if you want to add some, whatever it may be, a different type of veggie or a different kind of sauce to mix it up, you can add to it, because I don't put any sauce on it. I just leave it as is and then I season it the day that I eat it. All right. Before I start cutting my veggies, I'm going to put my quinoa on because that does take a little bit longer. And I've got about 2 cups of dry quinoa here, and I am going to cook it on the stovetop. I'm just going to use this quinoa jar as my tripod so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, I think you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Normally when I do this, when I'm preparing food, I listen to an audiobook. I am so obsessed with Scribed. If you guys haven't tried it yet, I highly, highly recommend it, especially if you like things like Audible. Audible's good, they have a good selection, but you only get 1 book a month, which for me just is not enough. Scribed is unlimited audiobooks, and I pay, I think, $8.99 a month. And honestly, I probably listen to at least 30, maybe more, probably more. Some of them are short. Okay, so I'm just cutting up my onion. I have 2 onions. I really like onion and garlic. Ooh, but they're making my eyes water. I should have done them last. Oh, these are like really potent tearjerker onions. Actually, I'm just gonna simplify this and I'm gonna see if I can make this a 1-pot meal. So I'm just gonna add all the veggies and the frozen edamame and peas to the quinoa, and it might sound crazy, but I actually think it's gonna turn out well. I think I need a bit more water. All right, so I'm just gonna leave this to cook, and when all the veggies are ready and nice and soft, we'll see how it turns out. All right, about 10 minutes in, and it's looking really nice. All right, so since this is a high protein quinoa bowl, you might be wondering, where's the protein? What's high protein about it? Well, quinoa itself is actually one of, if not the highest protein grain. And it's a great rice alternative. If you like rice and you're used to making like teriyaki rice dishes, try mixing it up and swapping out the rice for the quinoa to add a bit more protein. And also I just have some recommendations of things that you can use to season it or add to this type of dish. So what I do, as I said, is I just have it as is, like just the basics, the quinoa and the veggies, and I put those into these dishes. And then say tomorrow, depending on what I feel like, you know, what kind of flavor I feel like adding to it, maybe I will sprinkle some nutritional yeast on. And this is, it's kind of like a vegan cheese powder. It doesn't taste exactly like cheese by any means, but it kind of has that type of a taste. And it's also gluten-free. I'm just reading the label here. It's gluten-free, and it has a high amount of protein in it as well. So that's a good option. And then I put chia seeds on absolutely everything. I put chia seeds in my smoothies, on my oatmeal, in dishes like this. Honestly, they add a bit of a texture to the food. They add a bit of a crunch, but not much of a flavor. And they are packed with protein and vegan as well. Also, to this type of dish, you can add beans, you can add lentils, chickpeas, black beans, which are my favorite. And I actually found this at Marshall's. I really like to go to either TJ Maxx or Marshall's to get some healthy ingredients for my smoothies, and they always have a really great, like, organic, all natural, vegan products, which some of them are actually from other places around the world that you can't actually get here, which is cool. And so this is 60% protein. It's called Sacha Inchi protein powder. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's USDA organic, non-GMO verified, and it's from Peru. It doesn't have much of a taste, but I'll just sprinkle it on a dish like this that I'm making now, or also add it into my smoothies to add some more healthy vegan protein. So I hope that info was helpful if you are vegan or considering going vegan and you're wondering, how am I supposed to get protein? Is there anything that I can add to make my meals that I'm having more rich in protein? And also I added the frozen edamame, and edamame is one of the highest sources of protein for vegans. Just do a quick Google search. Honestly, most of the ones that I mentioned right now are in the top few recommendations of vegan natural protein sources. All right, it's ready. I've shut the stove off, and I'm just gonna leave it for about 15 minutes to cool down a bit before we dish it into our glass containers. All right, so now I'm gonna start scooping some of this into each of these dishes here. And there is some extra, which I am going to put in a dish now and have for my lunch today. Lots of chia seeds. I'm going to put some of this protein powder in as well. And this doesn't really have much of a flavor to it, so you don't even notice that it's in there. I'm going to put some of this Himalayan pink salt and some pepper. A little bit of lemon juice. Garlic powder. And for some spice, I am adding in sriracha. Alright guys, I'm gonna go have my lunch. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not yet subscribed, be sure to click subscribe to be a part of my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.